Hello everyone, welcome back to another daily trading forecast. Today is the 10th of June 2021. We are in the third trading day of the week. So in this video, we'll be running through our 5 most focused markets, mainly the Euro, US dollar, Gold, Nasdaq, WTI, and the Bitcoin. So we will run through each market in 3 different steps: what has happened, what's going to happen, and what's our trading plan. So you can make your own decision whether or not to take up our trading ideas. Alright, so let's kick off with the Euro against the US dollar. So yesterday we saw that the Euro against US dollar was actually having some resistance right at the top here, and then it suddenly breaks upwards. If you just go into the 4-hourly time frame, you can see that there's resistance. But however, I think coming to US session, it went up, but then it came back all the way down, and eventually it still get resisted. So however, it is a little bit of a pity because this shot up itself, or this spike itself, does cause some problem to our trading, right? Because it went a little bit too high, and therefore the trade did not go well. And however, anyway, it still came down. So at least as of now, we do see that there's resistance. Right, we want to take note that the price has already broke out of this, the bottom of this rising channel, right, registered at the top of the range. So I would say that today we will still have an opportunity to sell should the price pull back to a better price. So our trading plan, going forward, we still expect the price to go down further. All right, and then the plan is really to find an opportunity to go into the market again, trying to sell the Euro against US dollar. In fact, right now I just want to bring this area across to you. All right, this area right here definitely has some sort of supply, because this is where the price came back, and this is where there's kind of support, and then it broke below. So once the price came up and touches this area, which it actually did, right, if you go all the way to 15-minute charts, right, it pulls back, and then it touches this level, and it has already started to go down. So going forward, we want to see if there's another opportunity for us to sell again. Hopefully it range a little bit here, right, coming back to a higher price, then we can continue to sell. And as for the stop loss, I think it will be quite enough if we just set it somewhere above, all right, somewhere above the top of this falling trend channel. All right, that will be enough. And then as of the targets, we will be aiming something like this. All right, why? Because previously the trend that it goes up is this much, and usually when it comes down, and it usually can covers back all of this bullish wave right here, and then coming down to this demand zone. All right, so this is what we are looking at for the Euro against US dollar. But however, do bear in mind that tonight we have the ECB press conference. Oh, by the way, I just want to correct, today is the 4th trading day. Alright, it is not the 3rd, it's the 4th trading day. So we have ECB press conference, of course, with their monetary policy statement, refinancing rates. So it will be a very big night for the Euro area. Alright, so that's pretty much for the Euro against the US dollar. And next we have the gold. Right, so for the gold, if we look at the daily time frame, yesterday, yes, there's an attempt to go up, but it came down, so still registered at this trend line. And right now, as of now, it is still going down, and then it has already kind of broke below this support area. So this support has been taken out. We're expecting slightly more pullback. Once it reaches this level, okay, we know that it has come to the 61.8% of the Fibonacci retracement. Let me just plot it better a little bit. Right, so to be more accurate, we are looking at 1874 or 75 to look for another buying opportunity. And I think this is in fact, this is pretty good if it's able to come back to this level. One thing is that it will come back to retest the equilibrium level, coupled with 61.8%, and we can kind of see that it actually completes 2 waves of a pullback. Just that this one might be a little bit extended, and then at the same time it is right at our 126 moving average. So there's plenty of support, plenty of demand right here that we can keep a lookout for another buying opportunity for the gold. At the end of the day, we are still seeing a rising trend. Okay, if you go to the daily time frame, all right, nothing has changed yet. I think gold will still be bullish, all right, given the fundamental, given the inflation risk, stuff like this. So for the gold, we are pretty straightforward. We'll just wait for further pullback. I think when it comes to about halfway through the Euro session, there might be some volatility. If it's able to come all the way down here, you can see that it kind of covered this entire bullish wave as well. That's where I think there will be a lot of opportunity for us to buy in this area. Alright, so that's somewhere at about 1874 to 1870. Alright, so that is the targets we're looking at to buy. And when it goes up, of course, you want to take note of this demand zone right here. Alright, this is support, and this is where it broke out. We can see a lot of resistance in this area that causes it to go down even further. So this will be the very first target. I'll just put it as 1888. And once it broke out of this, trend line, then we can look at a higher price all the way. Alright, based on the previous wave, we can kind of look at 1910. Alright, back to this supply zone right here. Now, of course, going forward, we expect it to go. We are still expecting a probable parabolic movement that goes all the way to 1950. Alright, that is, of course, again, that is something you want to decide for yourself, whether you want to hold the trade for that long or just want to go intraday and take your profits at 1888. Alright, so that is for the gold. Moving on, we have the US 100 or Nasdaq. So for the Nasdaq, yesterday on the daily time frame, the price is kind of little change. It has attempted to go higher, but it failed, so it pulls back, leaving a long upper shadow. And then right now it is coming down again. So I would say that it is a good thing, because that will give us a better price to buy the dip. Alright, for the stock market, we understand that on the fundamental level, alright, central banks or the Federal Reserve is still going to pump more hot money, alright, into the markets. So as long as they keep up with the hot money, definitely we will still be able to see more bullish momentum for the US stock markets. So now we're just waiting for it to come back down. You can simply look at this demand zone right at the bottom. Alright, it's very near already. So once it reaches this level, I think definitely we will have an opportunity to buy again. Alright, from this level. So this is somewhere about 13,710 or 720 within this area. Then we can look to buy again. Targeting wise will be all the way back into this demand zone. As you can see, this is a double top formation. This is where you break out. So this is a supply zone we want to take note of. If it's able to go higher, and of course we are looking at the top, right, the top of the channel, or rather the top of this rising wedge, right? So there will be somewhere at 14,100 to 200. So that's the area we are looking at to take profits, and that's pretty much for the Nasdaq. Alright, going forward, let's look at the US oil. So for the US oil yesterday, if I'm not wrong, it actually came down as well. So we're seeing a lot of pullback and correction for most of the markets that we are watching. And right now it is coming back to the bottom of this rising channel, which can be seen more clearer in the 4-hourly time frame. So right now, I think there is a bit of support as of now. Going to the 1-hourly time frame, yes, I think the buyings are building up right now, but we want to watch a little bit more. Hopefully, we see more constant support at 69.3, and as it really goes nearer or touches the bottom of this rising channel, then we can definitely look to buy the US oil again. So right here, I think he has completed like 3 waves already, and therefore if it's still able to find support, then definitely we'll have an opportunity to buy the US oil again. And if it goes up, I think the very first level we want to take note of is definitely right here. Right, a support turn resistance level. So there will be somewhere at 70.1. And of course, if it's able to go up, needless to say, we will continue to aim higher all the way back to the top of this riding channel. Right, that will bring us to 71.6. And of course, in the long run, you will definitely be able to reach the major equilibrium level at 76.6. Alright, so that is for the US oil. Last but not least, we have the Bitcoin. So for the Bitcoin, wow, it actually went all the way up. But does it change anything? As of now, I don't think so, because obviously we are in a downward channel, right? Very obvious. Right now it's at a high. Well, it break out of this supply zone. Obviously there isn't much resistance, so I hope nobody actually goes in. Right now it is already at the top right here. Okay, if you are still looking to sell the Bitcoin again on an intraday basis, I think we have opportunity right here already. So in a 1 hour time frame, we still don't have much confirmation, but I think if there's a retest, you can definitely try. But if able to goes down even further, then let's wait for a pullback and then try to sell again. I think this is pretty straightforward, right? First level, we can look at this area right here, right? Obviously this is a demand zone we can look out for, 34,000, and yeah, I guess 34,000 will be it. And in terms of entry, in fact right now, if you want to consider selling it, yes you can, 36,700 or 800, and stop loss just right above the this falling channel. So that will be somewhere at 38,600. I think that will be good enough. And if it goes down even further, again we are definitely looking at a lower price. So of course you can look at somewhere right at the previous low, 31,700, and of course all the way to 30,000, right deep into the demand zone right at the bottom. Alright, so that is for the Bitcoin. So with that, I have come to the end of this video. So thanks for watching, and subscribe to our channel. Hit the like button if you like what we are doing. Alright, to help to support us. Alright, see you again tomorrow. USOIL.